Like his father Don, Mark King has been a long-time North Bay City Councillor. Unlike his father, Mark did not face bullets, shells, and bombs in wartime. Don King was a member of the prestigious Algonquin Regiment, landing in France in 1944 after D-Day. He was badly wounded and captured by the Germans on the 10th of August, 1944. The next 9 months were spent in a German prisoner of war camp. Very late in the war, the Germans abandoned the camp, and Don King wandered west, barefoot across Germany, until he was rescued by Allied troops.
The Algonquin Regiment had moved ahead of the Americans quickly. The Germans surrounded them, and he always used to talk about the 88 shells, and they actually peppered the Algonquins, and he was badly wounded that particular day. And he would tell me this story numerous times. He talked about it, but he had a padre, a minister, sitting over top of him because he was badly wounded, and he always used to say, I told him, I said, I'm too bad to die.
Meanwhile, at almost the same time, Pauline Vera Harris, known as Vera, who would become Mark King's mother a few years later, was working for the Canadian intelligence community in, of all places, Washington, D.C.
She was on loan from the Canadian military, and she worked for, I understand, a colonel in Washington, D.C. And I never ever did find out what transpired there. I know there were stories about you know, there was high security that went on that the Canadian military provided to the Americans, and I never did find out what the story was, to be honest.
So in two different capacities, both of Mark King's parents did their part for the Canadian war effort in World War II.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it an awful lot until you actually you know, started the questioning, and yeah, I mean, it was quite amazing for both of them to be involved like that.